Probably gonna hear some back here though.
That'd be alright.
You think so?
They either can log
You
in
could
or
have put
log
it right
out.
there.
No, I was talking about the
You
iPad.
could have put it on that ledge then.
You think?
That shit might be high as hell though. It can't. We
It's probably
short.
gonna be looking.
It's gonna be looking over us.
You know more desks
It's
than
cool.
this bitch.
It can see everybody.
They can see everybody. We alright.
What can they hear though?
I see people throwing this. I see a couple people on it.
Y'all hear us?
Let me go.
Well, just let me know.
All that unknown.
Jake, can you hear me?
Oh, she's
I'm like
getting
back here.
mobbed.
You said what?
My friend is getting mobbed.
Mobbed.
I'm about to jump her.
I said charge. Need to grab that.
Yeah, bro. Within the past 2 days, bro, I had like 15 followers asking me for
joint?
beats. Yeah.
I gotta make me.
Oh,
some.
yeah, say something. I gotta see
I'll
if
make
I
one
can hear
today.
you.
Congrats on selling your first beat, player.
Thank you.
Who bought it? My man bought it.
Oh, it's
the one I
decent.
tagged it.
I ain't
Some
gonna lie.
nigga from out of
I was
town,
Jordan
bro.
on the drink.
You can hear it?
You can hear it. It's good.
You can hear it?
Yeah, we straight.
Oh,
Some dudes from
Oh,
out
yeah,
of
I
town.
could've-
Not
I
people
didn't
from
know I
Atlanta
followed
been
you. That's
asking
Oh,
about it.
you do?
Tune in, bro. Get the view. Get the view.
No, for real.
Just get up out of there.
Just get
Hopefully
the
they be
views up.
interested and I don't got like 5 people.
Man, if we get, I told them last time, we get 5 loyal viewers, we made it.
man.
It don't matter.
What you gonna do is
Well,
get a couple,
you should
need a
start
couple
going-
viewers today. It's gonna keep
You know what you
going
need
up.
to do? Make a Twitch, bro. Or like
What's
YouTube.
that?
Yeah, the Twitch. That's
Twitch is where you go live stream and stuff like that. People do podcasts on Twitch. It was started mainly for video games, but obviously people
doing whatever. on
became
that joint.
innovators and started using, for
Wait.
podcasters and stuff.
I have to look
I'm
into
gonna
that
go
shit.
in.
You can't see yourself. You're on live.
Yo,
Just say
Yo,
it.
I'm on live on there and I'm trying to look at my thing at the same time.
Everybody straight?
Yeah. You ready?
Man, everybody introduce yourself. Don't try to speak into that little microphone. We can hear you. No, don't.
Yo.
No, for introduce yourself right here to the right.
I am Tatiana Royce. I go by Tatiana Annette.
You an asshole, dude.
So, what am I speaking in?
Nah, it's here. It can hear you.
Okay. My name is Anthony Stitt, but I go by Stitt.
Shit, my name KK. I go by KK.
I'm the host, K Dot. Everybody call me K, but I got my main man right here.
What's up, co-host, man? I go by Keontae, but everybody call me Keesos.
We're gonna come with a fire ass intro, like next week though.
Soon,
That
give
shit-
us some time.
Yeah,
soon.
we've been lazy with it. I ain't gonna hold you. But,
First and foremost, I want to appreciate the 3 guests we got here. I want to appreciate y'all for coming. Definitely.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
yeah, but y'all came with the crazy, the government name. So everybody about to search y'all up real quick. Y'all too.
I need to be famous. That's cool. I need to be famous. I need a blue check next to my name.
No,
So
dead ass.
Black
Yeah.
card, everything. Shit.
Tatiana Annette, T the poet.
I'm broke. So you gonna waste your time looking at me looking for something?
Shit.
So my net worth about $2.
Social Security though, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, they get
Y'all
crazy
come
with
look for
Social
my
Security.
shit.
Social Security.
Yeah, they can find that.
Oh, I've been stop putting stuff in there.
Listen, my credit is bad. I don't got nothing y'all want.
Nah, how y'all feeling today though?
Feeling
No.
good.
Sunday fun day. Cool day.
Feel like we at church.
Nah. I
We're
don't
not
feel like
supposed to
we
be
at
drinking
church,
at
bro.
church.
I mean,
Y'all drinking.
we chilling. We got pop,
Sipping.
water. I don't know what you got over there. Yo, you hid your cup somewhere. There we go. There got alcohol right there.
H2O.
That's crazy. Nah, but I don't want to get right into the topic, but I want to see. I want to know like your background.
My background?
Yeah.
Well, I was born and raised in Buffalo, technically Lackawanna. I don't know. I'm pretty much a suburbs kid. I went to Mount Mercy for high school. I was a cheerleader my whole life. Played a couple different sports. I'm Puerto Rican and black. I do poetry in my spare time. That's kind of that in a nutshell.
Poetry, you might.
We might have to, put
Yeah,
you
you
on the
gonna-
air one time.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
at
saying?
the
We'll
end,
definitely
probably.
touch upon that.
Yeah,
Put
at
you on the
end.
spot.
I'll play right here. Your background.
I make music. I'm huge on fitness. and health. And that's pretty much it. I'm very versatile. I could do a lot of things. So
What's your sign?
I am a Gemini.
Me too.
That's why y'all didn't see her connected.
Come on.
That's corny
Come
as hell.
on. See?
Man,
When's
we
your
gotta
birthday?
May 30th.
Okay, you a May Gemini.
okay. We gotta
Sorry.
give a big shout out to Virgos. You know, our season coming up next. You know what I'm saying? We soon to come about. But yo, for real, man. I was born and raised in Buffalo. You know, played a bunch of different sports. You know, grew up on the east side of Buffalo. Ain't nothing changed. I'm still on the same side. But you know, played baseball, football, basketball. You know, the usual.
Everybody versatile, Key, bro. You get into fitness, I get into burgers. That's it.
Burgers.
That's all I want to do, burgers.
Five Guys.
Baked beans, too.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get the baked beans.
I fuck with bacon.
All right, let's kick it off with the topic of relationships for today.
Sheesh. Loaded.
Let me get, like, how do y'all start your relationships?
How do
The
you
relationship
Yeah,
gotta
you
start
How do y'all
off.
feel relationships are supposed to start?
Start off, you gotta get to know your significant other, bro. Relationship don't start until you know your partner, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
Some people don't know
the
right now.
the talking stage might take a little longer than it should when you get to know somebody, bro. But it's better that way than a rushing a relationship because you running in there head first. You don't know what's gonna happen.
I feel like you start your relationship off with the talking stage, of course. I don't feel like you kind of make things that's tricky. I would say you don't make things exclusively each other, you know what I mean, until both are comfortable. Until you add, okay, so I feel like you start your relationship off until you add sex into the equation. When you add sex into the equation, it changes a lot. You know what I mean? Because you could be in the talking stage, and then you have, you know, your different levels. Because are you having protected sex? Are you having unprotected sex? You know what I mean? That adds different levels of the talking stage. Because if we're having unprotected sex, I feel like that needs some level of exclusivity. You know what I mean? Like, we could be talking and we could be getting to know each other, but if we are sexually involved with each other, that just kind of adds a little bit more depth to me. Like, I have a right to know certain things. I have a right to feel a way about certain things. I have a right to question you about certain things, and vice versa. But until you get to that point, I kind of just feel like it's just kind of building a friendship, building a foundation, getting to know each other and things like that. And I mean, that's just my female.
Yeah, you got valid points on that though.
That's valid, though.
It's definitely
That
valid,
ain't happening
like, but
in today's world.
It's
I mean,
definitely
like,
not
shit.
happening.
If
we
It's
friends and
definitely
we
not.
fucking. You can't question me,
So-
bro. Shit though, like
If we
it's
friends
weird to
and
say
we
that, bro.
fucking-
It's weird to say that because when you're in the talking stage and shit like that, and like you said, you know, y'all friends, and then y'all start doing shit, you feel like you're entitled to certain shit, but technically. And my mentality, if me and you talking and we fucking, you not entitled to nothing because technically we still friends. Like,
But no, because now we're romantically involved, and especially like I said, it adds a different layer if you're protected or unprotected. Because if we're unprotected, me as a woman, I got a right to know like what the fuck is going on because that's my health and yours. You know what I'm
yeah, I
saying?
mean,
Like,
as far as the health wise, yeah,
Right,
that's it.
but-
But anything past that, I feel like in the talking stage, you really got no right to be like.
So you saying people who like, you know, how people be like, I'll be like loyal during the talking stage. You feel like that's
That's
like,
how it is. It's
that's
the,
like-
it's the other way around.
yeah.
I don't
Everybody
feel like-
loyal during the talking
I don't
stage.
feel like. Honestly, I feel like in the talking stage, really ain't nobody loyal because you still on the outside dealing with other people as well as talking to him.
Right.
You're not really just talking to one person during the talking stage. You get what I'm saying?
Certain people might come at that as differently though.
I mean, yeah, we
You
all got our
people-
own
you
preference.
You know
but-
people that go crazy in the talking stage. Like it's not like in their head like, okay, I'm not gonna talk to nobody, but they just don't. They key in on the one person. Once
Well-
you get them, then
Yeah.
it's over with. They
Especially
go
if
Once
it's
you
somebody
get to
that you
that
really
point, I
want.
feel like you
Right.
will go that far. But
I feel like
not getting to know nobody because you never know if y'all gonna work out or not. If you getting to know
Right.
somebody and then y'all got differences or something in a relationship or whatever you want to call it, then y'all gonna eventually probably branch off. You know what I'm saying? Then you gonna feel like you wasted time trying to talk to somebody when you could have been. You know what I'm saying? That's
See,
just,
but here's the thing. So I feel like, you know what I mean? I'm definitely for don't put your eggs all in one basket. But for me personally, and this is literally just how I go about talking and dealing with people, it's just a lot of work for me to kind of deal with multiple people at a time. You know what I mean? So I do kind of lay my eggs in one basket, even when I shouldn't. You know what I mean? I'm working on myself
I
as
probably feel like
a woman in
as
the
you get
dating
older,
world.
you'll see that.
You know what I
You'll
mean?
understand it.
But I feel like I do gravitate, like, you know what I mean? Like, shit, if I'm fucking with multiple niggas and then one catches my attention, now you my favorite. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
you know what I mean? I'm definitely
what I
going to
was trying to
gravitate
say.
towards you more. So I wouldn't even say, like, I'm loyal during the talking stage, but if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. And now I'm kind of, now we
basically
just
what I was
kind of
trying to
rocking.
say,
You know what I mean? And I'm not telling you, I feel like it's really all about communication, because you can't expect a man to know how to move or how to, you know what I mean, deal with you unless you kind of make that very transparent on how you expect to be dealt with. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like when I asked y'all that question, I see everybody got their own opinions, but what I was really trying to get at is like, yo, how you start off your relationship? Like, what do you bring to the table? Like, what do you want from that person? Not just the textbook answer, like this is how it's supposed to be. Gotta be loyal. You gotta
Right.
love
No,
them.
you gotta-
How do y'all start?
So start for me is it's gonna be more of a friendship first, and I agree with what she said. Like, it's in communication. So I need to know what's going on, what type of game, what's gonna be played, how's this going down, how's this going to play out at the end of the day. So I think that's huge on how you move into a relationship. But I believe you start off as friends first.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you got that answer, but everybody skipping a step.
So what do you bring? Are you basically saying, like, how do you start your relationship off from you? Like,
just
regardless
me?
of what? No. I mean, like, I'm asking you, like, is that what your question is? Like, how do you start your relationship off from your own standpoint as an individual and not basically looking at what the other person could be doing, or
Like, what do you
Like,
expect?
what do you
like, not
or what do
following
you
no
bring to
guidelines.
your
basically
table?
like,
Like,
what is
your
your top things for
So
a relationship, kind of like.
No, more of how do you get started?
Yeah, you, not
How do
like,
you
you
get
know.
started? So say if you were talking to such and such, Joe, we were just gonna say Joe. or whatever.
Right.
How would you go into
Fucking with Joe.
messing with Joe? Yes.
Me personally,
Do you like do a background check before you like even give a guy?
I'm really
All
not.
girls do it.
All
I'm
girls
not
do
even
it.
gonna
They do
hold
that
you.
shit.
All girls
I'm
do
not.
background
check.
I'm very much, and I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like, I'm not your typical girl. Like, I kind of really approach. I wouldn't say I approach things like guys, but when I do approach situations, the new word is entanglements and things like that.
You learned a new word over the last few days.
It's crazy.
The thing like that, I don't know. Like, I'm not super, like, I'm really not a girl that really be tripping over a lot of shit. So for me, I just kind of want to get to know you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a girl who waits for a guy to make the first move. So if I'm interested in you, I'm gonna pursue you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna hit you. Like, yo, what's your name? What's your number? Put your number in my phone, and I shoot my shot 110%.
Definitely.
So I'm not really worried about, you know what I mean, background checks and everything like that. Like, cause for me, I'm very, very much, I'm very faithful, and we're gonna take it to another step for a second. But I'm very, very spiritual, so I don't really like. Whatever is meant to come to me will come to me. You know what I mean? I'm not going looking and digging and doing all this extra shit. Like, you know, whatever I feel like will be revealed to me will be revealed to me when it's supposed to. You get what I'm saying? So, like, I really don't give a fuck. Like, you could fuck with her, and her. And once you start messing with me, that's your business.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, once we get involved, then I might, you know, have input or an opinion or a comment or a concern or something like that. But initially, it's kind of like, okay, like, you know, I'm not really worried about what you got going on because we're adults. So I understand that everybody has their, you know, everybody has their situations and who they dealing with and exes and big mamas and whatever you got going on. You know what I mean? But, like, I'm saying, like, you know, but if we rocking, we rocking. So let me know. Like, you know what I mean? I'm very much understanding. So let me make the decision for me because I know what I bring to the table. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let you know off rip. Like, shit, I'm gonna be completely transparent. Like, I've messed with dudes who I've had dealings with people that they know. You know what I mean? And I'm like, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you 110%. Like, I messed with such and such, or I fucked with your mans, or you know what I mean? Like, how you feel about that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is that something that you could work with? Is that something that you could deal with? Like, or
All right, now listen.
Go
Come
lie
in,
that.
come in, listen.
Yo.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Coming from the guys, though. Coming from the guys.
Right,
Y'all
so
know
how y'all
how we
feel
are.
about that?
No, listen.
You got valid points, but
You hit no points though.
You
I'm just
hitting,
saying
but-
though. You come to me, you say you fuck with one of my mans. Like one of my mans got to be somebody in this room right here, and then the people I just met, and then like my brothers over there. Like you fuck with one of them. That's just a whole different.
I'm not
level.
even gonna, but I would not
yo,
even
but
move
I wouldn't
like
even
that.
be mad though. If you, I would respect it though, based off you coming and telling me because technically Buffalo's
Hey,
small.
man.
Everybody talk to everybody,
You
so
go-
you
Wait,
can't even really.
wait,
You
you
can't
got-
really say that, bro. Nowadays, bro.
Wait, before you hit that, bro. You gotta understand it, bro. If your girl trying to fuck with your mans, that means he is willing to do what he's gonna do.
No,
But
that
I
never
don't
was
you
your
think-
can't.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm
okay,
saying.
but you can't.
But
But it's
that's
different.
your,
It's not somebody you
that's
know.
your man's.
Okay, that's
I get what
that's
you're
different.
saying, but
I just met
but
them, so
if
you trying
she's
to
saying
fuck
she
my
fuck
girl
with
go
your
to him,
mans
it's
first,
okay.
bro, you
I
can't-
understand.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Okay,
like,
so
if she's
okay,
always-
so
that's-
I'm gonna
that's
take it. I'm gonna
reckless,
take
bro.
it real,
It's not
real.
reckless if she come to you and tell you like I fuck with your man before. Now I'm
Before-
past him.
before that's-
Okay,
come
I'm
on.
past him. Now
Must
I'm
know
trying to
that
talk to
anyway.
you.
So here's the thing. Okay, so when I say that, I don't mean like blatant, like oh I fuck with your man's and you're known man's. Like you feel
That's
what
what
I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
That's not what I'm saying. That is
Oh,
not. So that's so. Let me clarify that. I'm gonna give you a very personal example. So I started messing with a guy, and I didn't know that him and the guy that I dealt with before him were peoples. You feel what I'm saying? So once I seen them like at a function together, I was like, oh shit, like this. looks
That happens a lot.
But I fuck with short, like you know what I mean. I'm fucking with dudes, so I'm like, you know what I mean. Like I really like you. We got a vibe. I don't want that to come from your man's. Like damn, like she a bop. Like I, like you know what I mean. Like
Cool.
we, like you know, like we was
Yeah,
bopping.
honesty
I thought
is
she was
key,
going
bro.
crazy,
That's
bro.
Nah,
no,
I
no
don't
matter
mean
what,
like
though,
that. I mean
honesty
like
is key, bro. If she willing to be honest with you and tell you before your man's tell you, bro, you can't be mad about
Bro,
that.
my man's
bro.
gotta tell me first though, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Nine
nah,
times
but
out of
that's
10,
kind of
bro.
weird to me because so I literally so I'm again bring it back to a very personal standpoint. I literally brought it to dude like yo, like you know what I mean. We vibed and we had a night and whatever the case may be. So I was like, you know, like, what do I need to know about you? Like, you know what I mean? You got baby mom, shorties, girls, whatever the case may be. I'm going to tell you what you need to know about me. Like, so I seen last night that was your peoples. I had dealings with your peoples. It wasn't nothing serious. It wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't, but I would like to let you know that I had dealings with them because I'm sure, you know what I mean? I'm sure, like, your man's probably already did hip you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fact.
Like, you see me, he seen me.
Right.
He
Y'all
seen
out
me
at a
conversing
function
with
and
you. We
shit.
had a function. You feel me?
Right. He probably like, damn. You know what
You
I'm
feel
saying?
me? Like that's what's her name.
So that
You know what I mean? So I'm like, I feel like I would like to be as honest as possible because I had dealings with dude and it wasn't even, you know, like it wasn't on no bullshit, but I feel like I don't want anybody to bring anything to you on some, you know what I mean?
Right.
Just some surprise shit because I wouldn't want nobody to bring anything to me. I don't like surprises. So I would like to know already what's going on, regardless if I feel type of way or not. I would like to know, like, oh, okay, you dealt with her, or you know what I mean? We had a function and this your people's, or you was fucking with her, or whatever, you know, like, cause like niggas, bitches, all that, like they'll be side eyeing you, looking at you, whispering, you know what I mean? Like, so that's kind of where I come. I don't mean like, oh, I knew they was people's, and then I was like, okay, no, I'm done with him, and then I'm gonna go fuck with you because I think you're a little bit more interesting than him. No.
I mean, you got people out here like that. That's
You do
why I
have
say
people
it
out here
don't
like
come
that.
your gut,
But
like, oh,
honestly,
man.
I feel like you can't even hold girls that be on they bully like that. Like if she was like, well, shit, because niggas, I pick the wrong friend all the time. And I'm going to go at your homegirl.
That's respect
You laughing
though.
in the back?
I can't even lie. That's respect though, bro.
I'm not
yo,
gonna hold you.
bro.
It
She
is
really
respectful,
thinks
I
she
know.
got a mentality of a male, bro. Cause
She
we
do.
do the same thing, bro. Sometimes we talk to a girl and be like, man, fuck this bitch, man. Her friend better. And then now
And then
we
y'all
like,
gon'
y'all
go.
saying we gonna try it, bro. 9 times out of 10, bro, we males, bro.
I
And we
understand
dogs,
it.
bro.
Yeah,
So
And I
understand
feel
it.
like
Yeah.
we
We
gotta
gonna do it,
hold
bro. So
ourselves
why
as
you-
a certain
as a
standard.
female,
as a
bro,
woman,
as hearing
But
a
to hear
female
it, though,
say the
it's
same
crazy,
shit that
bro.
we would do,
But
bro.
to hear it is crazy. Like, yo,
It is
I
crazy.
never heard a female actually sit here like, yo.
You never
say
heard
it.
of a pit bull,
Hell
bro.
no.
That's what it is.
I'm
bro.
not gonna lie to you.
It's
That's
the
why I'm
same,
like,
bro.
I don't
She
really
really
have
is a
the
nigga, but she got a
same
nigga
standards
mentality,
as
bro.
women. Like I wouldn't say like I think like a man because I'm not a man and I don't know how men think. But I have been in a lot
We
of
all been in that
situations where niggas
situation,
been
bro.
like,
Yeah,
you
we
think
are.
you a nigga, and I'd be like, I don't. Like I don't.
I think niggas can't handle females that.
They can't.
That-
I'm
that-
not gonna
that
lie.
operate
It's,
like her,
it's
bro.
kind of
You know it
intimidating.
before, yes, you can.
It is kind of intimidating. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all.
Consent, it depends on
A
what
shark
kind
and
of
a
dude you
pit
is.
bull, man, we going
But you
neck
could-
to neck, bro.
I said, you
We
gotta
here.
have- you
We
gotta have-
here,
You gotta have
bro.
your peoples up though. Like you gotta have shorties too. You can't be looking for a relationship in a girl
So-
like this
so-
and then be
And
like,
So my question is, how do y'all feel about being in a relationship and having like outside friends, bro? Because like
fuck
a lot of
Outside
girls really don't
friends.
like
Like
a lot of
dude
girls
friends?
don't respect males having female friends
That's
or
childish.
shit
So
like
that
that.
is pretty
That is
I did
childish.
before. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I
How old?
learned.
How,
I
how
learned
old
to
were
grow
you?
into it. Like, okay,
I'm
this
not
is
gonna.
life.
Yeah, and I feel like we do need to learn how to operate in a platonic setting between men and women, because I do have homies, you know what I mean, and like I do have homies that have tried it, and I do have homies that I never tried me in my life, you know what I mean. So I feel like it's all up to me as a woman. Like my man, I feel like I'm not tripping over having female friends, you know what I mean. Don't be disrespectful.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Y'all could laugh, y'all could joke, y'all could this, y'all could that. I'm not even tripping about that.
Facts.
As long as they know who I am, I know who they are. Shit, I don't even really have to know who they are. You know what I mean? Like, if we around
Respect.
each other, just respect me. Just respect me when I'm not around.
Yeah.
I think
And that goes for anything. I don't care if it's not even your female friend. I don't care if you go to the bar and shorty trying. Respect me when I'm not around, because I'm gonna respect you when
that's
you're not
where
around.
that's where it come in. I think it come down to morals of a dude.
Yeah, and
Girls too,
ethics.
because girls they come at you got a girlfriend, they don't give a fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
And
what I'm
girls will
saying,
really
bro.
hit you with the I don't give a fuck about your
That's
bitch.
it.
And that's up to my man, because I know girls that I've been that girl. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, I'm not that girl anymore, but I have been. I've been the side bitch, I've been the girlfriend, I've been the wife, I've been all these
You gotta
different
know.
roles.
You gotta know all them sides though to know. That's why you just
You-
laugh shit off. Like you just gotta know, yo.
You really do. I'm not gonna hold you. So I've been that girl where I was like, boy, fuck that bitch. Like, for real, for real.
We all been in that
You know
shit,
what I
bro.
mean?
We
We
all
all
been
been
there,
there.
bro. When we be like, man, fuck that
Yeah,
nigga,
so I be
man.
seeing,
Like,
I be
you know
seeing
what
people
I'm saying?
like my girl never cheated on me. Like, bro, you gonna hit that? Yo, once that shit hit you, you gonna be like, damn. That's when you hit your
Bro, you
stage,
can't
like,
never
fuck
say
all
a girl
these
not gonna cheat on
Yeah,
you,
it's
bro, because
over
you
with.
never know what they gonna
You
do.
can't
It's
never
over.
say
You can't
nobody.
Say
Not
never.
a
You
girl,
can't say
not a
nobody,
dude.
bro.
You can't put
You
nothing
right, bro. You
past
gotta put
anyone.
it.
You
Yeah.
can't put anything
But
past
then
anyone.
again, that tie in with insecurities though. If
Yes.
you know
That
yourself,
and it
For
tie
sure.
into how y'all started the relationship,
Yeah.
bro. Because
How you started
that
like
played
this, I ain't gonna
that
hold
played the biggest part on any stage, bro.
Yeah.
If y'all not solid in the talking stage, y'all not gonna be solid in the relationship, bro.
Right.
And communication play a big part. Trust,
Nah.
commitment.
don't think like that. You probably
honesty.
thinking it too far in your head. It's-
Nah.
it
Okay, so
happens
how
for
you
real.
feel? Why you
I'm telling
saying that?
Though he just said how you start with the talking stage is how you going. That's hell nah.
It
I
could
don't
be
feel
that.
like
Because
it always
90%
carries
of the time
through.
We can be
True.
dogs through the talking stage, but then we could be the most faithful people in the world in a relationship. I think it all builds up to being
Definitely,
you know
but I feel like that's kind of what he's saying. Like, it's not like, oh, we start off like, you know what I mean, boom, bang, pow. Like, we got to start off loyal and this and that. Like,
Right,
shit,
right.
we could be shit. I could be fucking 3 niggas and you could be fucking 17 bitches right now. And then we'll build to something
Okay, true.
exclusive.
That's
right.
You know
Maybe
what I mean?
y'all get tired of it, but it's the other way around, bro. That's like
Shut up.
Yo, she's saying facts though, bro.
But I'm not
Because in the
gonna-
talking stage, bro,
Them
ain't
three gonna hurt,
nobody faithful, bro. Ain't
Them three
nobody
definitely
talking
gonna
They
hurt.
about
That shit's
definitely
like
gonna
30.
hurt. They
So
definitely
that's
gonna
30.
hurt. But my thing is, I feel like 30.
That shit hurt.
it hurt, bro, but you can't be mad, bro. In the talking stage, if y'all both doing the same
gotta
exact
know.
shit, bro, you talking to bitches, she talking to niggas, whatever the case may be, bro, y'all can't be mad,
I
bro.
feel like men cannot take
What they dish out, bro.
what they dish out. And I'm not even gonna hold y'all. And I'm dead ass, because I'm really not. I'm very big on reciprocity. So what you give me is what I'm gonna give you. You understand what I'm saying? Because I know what I bring to the table. So like, I'm bringing the whole fucking table and the feast and the tablecloths and the napkins and the forks in the right spot and everything. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So like, I'm not gonna just give you that off rip.
You gotta
Show
earn
me
that.
something. You know what I mean? Show me a little bit of something. And then I'll give you more. You know what I mean? Like, you show me this, I'll give you this. You show me this, I'll give you even better. Like, we could take off this shit. However, it's because I know what I bring, so I feel like I don't have to audition. And that's the thing about a lot of, I feel like, this talking stage. Girls really take it far and feel like they have to audition for a role. I'm not auditioning for shit. I know who I am. I know what I bring. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of girls feel like a lot of girls play the wifey role without the wifey title.
Y'all be settling.
We definitely settle. We do. We settle a lot. And it's because, like, we be like, oh, you know what? No, I'm going to show this nigga I'm different. You don't got to show nobody shit. If this
So
nigga not
would y'all
showing you that you
consider
different,
settling like putting all your eggs in one
And
basket?
and putting all your
It
eggs
is.
in one
It really is.
basket. And I feel like, you know what I mean? And it's not even just a sexual thing, because, like, people think, like, oh, she fucking off, she doing this, she doing that. It's not even that. Like, I could be fucking you and still talking to him or going on dates with him or doing, you know what I mean, or still conversing with him. It's not even about sexual ties. It's just about, you know what I mean? What are you showing me? Are you making me want to be exclusive
So
to
question then, so if you saying that, so how are y'all like as far as like relationship wise, and your girl be like, yo, I'm going out with my friend, we going to the restaurant, we going out to eat, or we going to the movies, like how do y'all, you know what I'm saying, how do y'all feel about
Go
that?
ahead, dude.
Because
That's
y'all,
I'm on a game with the
like,
homie.
I haven't played a game like in a grip,
I
bro.
mean,
I
Go
feel
play
like
the game. Like, go with your friends. That's what
Yeah.
you want to do, bro.
I feel
No,
like
but I'm
that's
saying like male friends. Like, say your girl be like, yo, I'm about to go with.
okay.
If you
So
asking
no. I'm not even
No,
gonna
I'm
lie.
just saying in general. Say you in a real committed relationship with a girl, you love her, whatever the case may be, but she got friends, male friends, you got female friends, whatever, and then she just be like, yo, babe, I'm about to go to the movies, or I'm about to
How
go
would
out to
y'all feel
eat
about
with
that?
such and
Listen,
such.
listen,
You
you
gotta-
can't do relationships.
Well, no,
things
no,
like
no,
that.
no, no, no,
That's
You
the
feel like
movies. It's
that?
a date.
Okay, so let me tell
You
you
go with, like, a
something.
group of
You
people?
have to,
How do you
yeah,
feel?
you have to break it down. Be specific. Now, are they going with a group of
That's
friends?
what I'm
and then
saying.
It's another girl, a
go
couple
with a
more
group.
girls, and then is it like that?
No, I'm saying like,
Like,
how
you
do
know
y'all
like,
feel
you know how,
about y'all
wait,
girls
wait,
just
wait,
hanging?
you know how like girls got like friends with like, okay, it's like 3 guys, it's like 6 girls. They got friends like that.
Right.
Friends group like that. They go with a group like that, okay, it's okay. But it's like a matchup.
One
like,
and one?
It's one.
Well,
Hell
okay,
no,
so let me
fuck outta
tell you.
here.
Let
Y'all
me tell
going?
y'all.
Y'all got a date.
Yeah,
I
That's
literally,
what
I don't
they
feel
got
like
the
that's not a
trees.
date though
The
because
trees.
I literally,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
have a male
Nah.
friend like that's my best friend in the entire
Trees.
world. We had never tried no funny. Like we tried a date one time. We were like in 6th grade. Like and we broke up within like 2 months. Like you know what I mean? Like just little kid shit.
Right.
And we've never even tried no funny shit after that. This is my best friend in the entire world. My ex he has a female best friend, you know what I mean? I have a male best friend, so I totally understand relationship. They go out for drinks and shit like that together. It's not no funny. I'm cool with Shorty. He cool with my best friend, you know what I mean? Like we have a mutual understanding. So I went with and they're not even
that's
buddy
what I'm
buddy.
saying, like,
they just
bars,
know of each
drinks,
other.
shit
You know
like
what I mean?
that.
Introduce yourself.
Yeah.
Don't be disrespectful. Like, oh, you think you guys just take my bitch out? Like that's weird.
Nah, just don't hide it. Don't be like,
Don't
okay,
hide
I'm
it.
going
Don't
with
be
my
weird.
friends,
Can I
get
tell
up
you
with this
something?
person.
Me personally, I'm not going for it.
You
You gotta
not?
out of it though, bro.
Nah,
We getting
don't.
old.
Bro, we getting older, bro.
No,
Y'all gotta
no,
respect
listen,
that shit,
no,
bro.
listen,
Nah, I do
Motherfuckers gonna have
completely
friends and
understand.
relationships,
It's
bro.
it's some certain places I'm
I'm not
going.
going.
So movies, no.
Movies
That's
probably
that's
not.
a
I'm
date.
not gonna
Dinner?
lie.
You're not-
Dinner.
Dinner? Okay, look, I went
Wait,
out
wait,
to
wait,
dinner.
wait,
Oh,
wait, wait,
no,
wait, hold
the
on.
bar is considered dinner. You can
Listen,
get.
bar-
I can't even say
No, the
drinks, but
bar-
that's just a little sketchy though.
Bar, okay. I let that go. The bar, okay. But movies, no.
Movies-
You're not going on no movies with another man. I don't care
Okay,
if it's your
look.
best friend.
So let me.
It better be your brother. I
Your
don't
dad,
know
no,
what your
your
brother
dad.
Dad
Not
or
your brother,
dad.
your dad. They
Your
feel
dad.
like brothers nowadays.
No, not
fake brothers.
Not
Not real brother.
We
You
don't-
talking about it better be
nah,
your real
we
blood brother.
I'm not into that.
I'm
Mommy,
not
daddy
going
type
to
shit.
brothers. Nah, fuck that.
Okay, so can I bring it back because I feel like this is not that big of a deal for me because my dude did go out with his best friend for drinks and dinner or whatever.
Not the movies.
Shit, he brought
Not
his
movies.
birthday in with Shorty,
Not
and I was
movies.
okay with that. Movie. I think that comes from my own insecurities, though. I'm not even gonna lie to you
True.
because, like I said, I
Yeah.
know him and Shorty are cool like that. It would never be no weird shit. So for me, being uncomfortable about it, I feel like that just comes from my own insecurity. You get what I'm saying? I went out to dinner with my male best friend, and my dude was completely okay with that. Like I'm like, oh, I'm about to go to dinner with such and such. He like, he FaceTime shit. I'm FaceTiming him. My best friend we so cool. Like he was in my, you know what I mean? Like we in the house kicking it in my room. He's in my bed. Like, and you like shit. That's all look crazy. But
No,
no, like
that's a level of
honestly,
maturity.
like for real, like
Maturity.
because we are mature and
It
we are
is,
cool
bro.
and we do
older,
know that we
bro.
are cool people.
Bro, you can't control nobody, bro. That's the problem with
I ain't
people,
trying to
bro.
control nobody. I'm just saying though.
It's just
Control,
like
that's
shit that make me
controlling though, bro. If you
uncomfortable.
telling if you in a relationship and telling your spouse, oh no, you can't have friends, or
That shit that
you
should be
can't
said
do
in
this,
the
you can't do
relationship,
that.
Yeah,
doing
That's
that.
like yo,
technically
I got
controlling.
this my
We're not
doing
being
that at
considered
all.
It ain't no
controlling.
weird shit.
Yeah, that should be
She
said
just
in the
my
beginning.
homie, and I'm telling him like, yo, this my homie shit. If he FaceTime me right now and I'm with my dude, I'm gonna answer. Like, cause it's nothing
But that's
to hide.
respect, bro.
You get what
Nothing to
I'm
hide.
saying?
But when you gotta go in the bathroom and
do weird shit or walk away from your dude and that
That's-
shit. I've been
that's
in the
when-
bed
that's
with my
when it get a
nigga
little
in my
tricky.
face
No,
and my
that's
best
when
friend
it's
and
time to
FaceTime
end
me
this
and he
shit.
like, what's
That's
up,
it.
bro?
That's when it's
And I'm
like,
like, what's up? You know what I'm
Uh-uh.
saying? Like,
I'm good on that.
so I do understand because bitches are scandalous.
They is. I
Bitches
mean,
are definitely scandalous.
I
I'm
just
not even
seen-
gonna lie to you.
Vice versa.
They scandalous.
I don't want to say nothing.
it's vice versa though, bro.
It's vice
Bottom line.
I mean, vice versa too. It's vice versa too.
Niggas are
Niggas
scandalous.
ain't-
I'm not gonna hold you.
Me personally, I just don't. Like, I think everyone has insecurities. I don't care what you say, who you are, who you think you are.
Right.
Everyone has insecurities. And at a point in time in your life, whether it's relationship or whatever it may be, you're going to have insecurity in it. So, me personally, like, I just try not to think about that in that way because then you drive yourself crazy after a while. Because now you're not trying to show that insecurity, and you know deep down inside you really want to
But
do it.
you'll learn to do that. Though,
But
along
here's
the way.
the thing about not trying to show insecurity. I feel like you should be able to be vulnerable with your partner, depending on, you know what I mean, how far. I'm not even say depending on how long or whatever, because shit, I've known niggas for a week and been like, yo, shit, damn, I'm open a little bit, like that's a little crazy. I'm trying to tell you
Yeah,
my whole
feelings-
life story. But I feel like it's important to express your insecurities and vulnerability to people, because like I said, like as a woman, men don't know how to treat you until you tell them. And same and vice versa with men. Women are not really gonna know what you want or what you expect or what is comfortable for you. Shit, you let me slide. I'm gonna
Just
ice
check
it
Facebook.
on your ass. Like I'm not gonna hold you. Like shit, if you was like,
Just check
okay,
Facebook.
like whatever, I'm gonna be like, okay,
But that's
you
not-
said
that's
that's
everybody.
cool.
You should
Like you
give
know
a
what I mean?
nigga
You
a
gotta
rub
set your
because-
boundaries. You
Nigga,
have to
get
set
you
your
to take
boundaries. Every time, I'm not gonna hold you.
I can do this.
Word.
Okay, that's
Okay.
cool. All right, well, let me see how far I
I'm
can
saying,
get
let
with
me
this
see
shit.
how
I'm not
far
gonna lie
before
to
you
you.
say something about it, but
Nah, let's get off this topic though. I ain't gonna lie. This shit.
We'll
Yeah,
talk
it
about
is.
it all day.
Yeah, relationships. Everybody talk about relationships when they can with their closest friends. That's how I feel like it. But
Absolutely.
as a group, this is the first time I actually been in a group of like not random people, but like people I never seen together talk about it. So
Right.
that was good though. Let's get into the real part, like the motivation to succeed. Though we're gonna talk about black owned businesses.
Yeah.
Like how y'all feel? I've been seeing that shit on Facebook. Did you see that one post that was saying
45 T-shirt.
nah, the
$45
girl was
t-shirt.
saying that she tired of she hate white
Oh.
people and stuff like that, but
Okay,
she never
so yeah.
support black owned
She'll never
businesses.
support
I
black
gotta,
owned
I
businesses.
gotta. My
Excuse me?
biggest thing is with
You
the
ain't seen that
black
on
owned
Facebook? You been on
businesses.
there?
No.
Some girls.
I don't know. I
said
ain't
that,
see
yo.
it, but the biggest thing I see with black owned businesses is they not professional, bro.
Why you say
You
that?
know,
though? That's,
and
that's
I'm
what I'm
gonna
trying to
tell
get
you why I say that, because I see people on time. You know, the customer. You know how
Customer
that
service.
slogan. The customer service is key. You know, the customer is always right. So when a customer come to you complaining about not liking a product, you don't go to fucking social media making a whole big scene and trying to fight the customer because they said they didn't like their shit. It's on you as, you know, a business person to make it right, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like when you buy from Louis Vuitton or Gucci or something, they not fucking arguing with you. They not on social media talking about fuck you and you ain't getting your money back and fighting and all that shit because you didn't like their service or because you didn't like their product. You know what I'm saying? They just tell you send it back, they give you your refund or whatever the case may be. Now black people or black owned businesses, they're not professional. I done seen a lot of people go on social media talking shit because a motherfucker said they want a refund about something they didn't like, or you know what I'm saying, or it's not what they expected it to be. Where's the professional part of that?
But then when you say that though, look at the times you went back to like dated back JCPenney days, some shit like that. Some shit don't come in your size. You come up to them, oh I got the receipt for it, but I want my refund. As you go through that process, what do they talk about?
But it's a
So you
process.
have this,
on the
you have
receipt,
that,
they tell
have
you
this.
that. It tell you on the receipt.
Yes,
You
it
got
do,
a certain
but you
amount
gotta
of days
understand,
or
though,
stuff.
Them people that work for JCPenney, that's not their business. They don't
Oh
really
no,
care.
I never
What's
had
in
a
there?
problem
just
taking
employees.
nothing
Give it
back,
to you.
bro. I'm just saying, like you said, black owned businesses. We talking about black
Of
owned
course, the
businesses.
people, but you gotta look
They
at them.
gotta.
People gonna do their job.
I feel like they
because
need a
that's
professional
they living for it right now.
standpoint, bro.
I feel like that is a very broad generalization of black-owned businesses. I feel like us as black people, we take the few and apply that to the majority.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So like that I've dealt with plenty of black-owned businesses that are very professional and you know what I mean and have a level of professionalism. I feel like there are that few, and I just feel like us as black people, we were really never introduced to the world of professionalism. You get what I'm saying? So we all starting these businesses and doing our fucking best. Honestly,
Yeah, it is.
You
but
know what
at
I
the
mean?
same time, but you can't be talking
You do
to
have
the
to have a
customer any
level of
type way,
professionalism.
bro.
You
That's
do.
what I'm saying.
You do. I totally understand that. But I feel like because one and I guess like it's kind of like a double-edged sword because you could say like you're only as strong as your weakest link, but I also feel like one bad apple can't spoil the whole bunch. You know what I'm saying? So though this person may have moved weird as hell or went on Facebook like this, okay, well I won't give you no business, bitch, until you get it back together. You know what I mean? Get it together, show me, redeem yourself. There's no reason you're right to take it on Facebook and to want to fight the customer. And I feel like we get so responsive and reactive, and what is the other
I
word?
think it's just more prideful.
Prideful,
Yeah, that's
for
what I'm
sure.
saying.
In that
Because
person,
I know y'all
or-
that all seen the shit on Facebook.
I
People
mean, yeah,
arguing
it
about
happens.
product not or
even,
shit. You know what I'm
even
saying?
with females when they do hair, you know, I see a lot of females go online and they post talk about I want my money back and this and that. And I think it's more of a prideful thing. You know, the girl that did the other girl's hair, whatever, is like, you're not gonna talk to me how you want to on Facebook. You know,
Especially when you bring it
we
to the
live
social media.
and we live,
Because
and nowadays we live in a social media
Era.
world era. So meaning, you know, everything revolves around social media. Everything we do is going to revolve around social media. So therefore, you know, I just think it's a lot of. I'm trying to look for a word to say for it.
I see what you're going with that. Bro.
I just think it's just more of a prideful.
I see
thing.
what you're
what
going
would
with
y'all
that,
say?
but I'm
How
still
could we-
saying,
how could they
as
be more
far as like
professional,
when
though?
you a kid working in customer service departments or stores and stuff, you cannot argue with a customer, bro.
But that's not your
Regardless,
business,
bro.
though.
I feel like us.
I'm just saying, it's
That's
not your
business.
It's
though,
not
bro.
your business.
That's
But I'm
why
saying, like
you
when
scared
you,
to get fired by that man up top. This is your business. I'm gonna take full pride. I don't care.
I mean, I guess you can say
I
that.
understand, like, okay, you got your business, like, you gonna put the best quality out that you can, and if you can't, that's just in you,
But-
that's your morals. But if it's a person not like that, you can't just be like, oh, black-owned businesses suck. Like, some
I'm
people
not
just
saying
bad
that.
people.
I'm not saying that black-owned business. I'm just saying like
The
from
professionalism.
the professionalism.
But what is
Everybody
what
need
is
a class on
standard,
that,
though,
bro.
Is we looking at the corporate world or our people? Like, what
I'm
is it?
looking at the standard. Period.
Period,
What's the
bro.
Not even just
Corporate
corporate
and-
world. I'm
and-
talking
and-
about
and
how I
everything.
deal with businesses. Period. Because it's not even just corporate America or white America. I'm talking about all across the board, businesses in general. Because I've dealt with professional black people. You get what I'm saying? I've dealt with big business owned by black people. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily just corporate America or their standard. I'm talking about my standard for myself and how I would like to be treated as a customer, as a
Right.
consumer, as somebody spending my money with you. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's like
I
you
feel
selling
like
your
us
shirt.
as a
Yes, it is.
people are so on guard, but because we were conditioned to be that way. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like constructive criticism is something that we
You gotta be
really-
able to
that
handle,
You have
bro.
to be
You
able
gotta
to take.
be able to
You
take
have
it,
to
bro.
be able
You gotta
for
look for
somebody to say, I don't fuck with the way you did that. Even if you gave it your 110%, and you was like, damn, bitch, you know what? Listen, I took 5 hours out of my day to braid
real.
your hair, and you hate it? Yes,
Like-
I hate it.
Yeah.
Like,
And
talk
you
about
can
that,
be,
You're not
but
people
gonna
need to be
always
able to
like
say
something,
that.
bro.
That's the thing.
You're
People
not gonna
need to-
always like something, bro.
People need to be able to say, I hated that shit. Like, it's like me with my poetry. If somebody was like, that bitch is trash, would I be
That's
upset?
success. That's how I see it.
I would
Like,
be
yo,
like,
I need you to
excuse
touch shit
me?
That's
up.
motivation,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
That's motivation to make you
But-
go 2 times harder.
we need to be able to accept that. We need to be able to accept, you know what, there will be, maybe this just wasn't for you. Or maybe I'm not the person that can provide this service for you. I feel like us as black people have been conditioned to be so on guard and so aggressive, you know what I mean, like towards certain things or criticism or any type of, go ahead.
I just think that black people as a whole need to reevaluate how they handle disrespect.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
110%.
that's what is more focused on is the disrespect. You know, it's not more of they don't like your service, they don't like the shirt. It's just the way some customers do go about it is disrespectful. It's not to say the customer is right. We understand the quote that obviously the
right.
customer is always right,
That's not
but that's not always true. But I think as a businessman like myself, I have to deal with disrespect a certain way.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go at you like we in the streets and we fighting. You don't like the service, okay? So what was wrong with it? What did you not like about it? And I think that's how.
But that's
some
coming
black
from a
business-
professional standpoint.
Yeah,
Now,
bro, you gotta
on the
think-
other
gotta think,
hand,
though. Wait, you gotta
you
think
not
it's
like
mad
how
people.
everybody
No,
that's like that.
no,
Everybody
no,
not
'cause
like
listen,
you.
there's
But it's
professional
mad,
people.
it's mad people out here like
That's-
that. But you
that's
got people that's
assholes
gonna
too.
dog you. They don't care.
Yeah.
Just because you black, they gonna see you're not at that standard as the person that own Target, own fucking Walmart. They're
And
not gonna
that's
hit you
the
like that.
thing.
Because you're up
We
in
don't
personal
look
with
at
you.
each other. It's like it's very much a crabs in a bucket mentality. You
Yes.
understand what I'm saying? And we were conditioned to be like this, to want to compete with each other, to be like, oh well, she ain't all that. Like, oh, she got this little business, little bitch. It don't even.
That's
it's
what
not
I'm
even.
saying.
You
We
get what I'm
come
saying?
from behind
But
right now.
we were literally
is.
conditioned for 400 years to be like this with each other. It needs to. We just need to break it. You know what I mean? We need to break the cycle. We need to be like, you know what? You didn't like that? How can I? I feel
How
like
can I make it better?
How can I make it better? How can I, as a business owner, you know what I mean, regain your service? And if I can't, that's okay. We need to be able to say, that's okay. You know what? I lost you as a customer. That's okay. You know what I mean? You didn't appreciate or you didn't, you know what I mean, respect or you didn't like the way I did things or moved as a professional, as a business owner, that's okay. I feel like we don't say, you know what, that's fine. We don't really let it go. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
or try to make it right.
or try to make it right.
That's what I'm saying.
We just
That's what I was saying.
That's what I'm saying. We're so on guard, so defensive. So let me, no, it's just so rah, 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 so like just so explosive all the time, and it doesn't have to be that.
That's
You know what I
was
mean? We
getting
don't
at.
have to
Like,
tear each other down like that, but that comes back. This shit is systematic, y'all. Like, it didn't have to be that.
I see it as
Again,
I think I got lost. I was tripping.
again, like I said, it goes to how we start. We need to start reevaluating how we handle disrespect.
Yeah.
It's no more
sure.
f you, because you said something out sideways or anything like that. Something that we come together and talk.
But then you gotta get them people to talk. That's why we here.
I feel like the disrespect doesn't even need to be there. Like, we do need to reevaluate how we handle disrespect. People also need to reevaluate how they speak to people.
Yeah, how they
You
dish
know
it
what I'm saying?
out.
It's how you can't just be like, because at the same time, if you come on Facebook talking about this bitch, da 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 da, I am gonna get reactive instead of responsive. You get what I'm saying? Like, I am gonna react instead of respond to what you're saying, and that's a lot of the time.
At the same strength, where's the professional side? You know what I'm saying? You
They-
can't just
they
go.
gotta- you gotta
You can't
groom
just
them
go
people,
in.
though.
You have to be able to check yourself.
Right, but I'm saying, like, okay, you sold me something, and I go on social media like, man, this bitch sold me this bullshit. Now, how are you gonna respond to me? You gonna come at me like, nigga, what the fuck you mean? Or is you gonna
I'm
come
not
at
gonna
me
respond at all.
at a
I mean,
professional standpoint, like, yo, I'm sorry about the service. How can I make it better?
Right,
Or
I
DM me so
apologize.
we can talk. You know what I'm saying?
I would feel like, as me, as a professional, I would, I apologize that you feel this way. I'm sorry that you feel this way. How can I da 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 da? But at the same time, me just being that kind of person, that's why I'm like, we all, like, not only professionals, us as consumers as well, we all need to check how we talk to each other. Because though I may be like, listen, I could be the most professional person in the world and say, you know what, I apologize that you feel this way. How can I fix it? And a girl still might come at me like, well, bitch, da 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 da. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, now you being funny. Oh, now you being da da. And I'm being professional. I'm not being funny at all. I'm just speaking to you eloquently, and I'm speaking to you in a professional manner. You know what I mean? I feel like we just need to check how we talk to each other, period. Like, we're
go
so
both ways, bro.
we need to check how we talk to each other, and that's just the bottom line. Honestly, like, I just feel like there's no two ways around it. Like, business owners need to check how they react instead of responding. Like, we need to respond instead of being so explosive and reactive. And people need to check how they're coming at people's business, because at the same time, you do have pride and you do have ego. You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess, but sometimes in that situation, I would say, I just seen people, try to talk to the person that, got the order, they did the order through in a professional manner before, it go to the next level.
It doesn't need to go
And
to the
it
next
don't-
level. It should never really have to go to the next
Right,
level.
but
stop
some
doing
people
business
don't
with
got the professionalism to,
Cut
you know what I'm
ties.
saying?
Cut ties,
Yeah,
I mean,
and that's what I'm
business
saying.
with-
Like, and you're right. We may do need that might be business idea. We may need something like, hey, professionalism 101.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, if I bought a shirt
Come
from
take
you
this
and I
class.
ain't like it, I will inbox you first, like, yo, I ain't really feeling this shit. Like,
Yeah,
yo,
But I ain't-
could
I
you
ain't
give me a
gonna lie,
different
I can't-
one
I
or
can't
something?
Really, I can't really speak on that because I just did business.
I know,
with
you
somebody.
just-
I know who I did business with, and I like still put people on to him. I didn't get what I wanted out of the product, but I know he can do certain stuff though. So it's like, okay,
Right.
I'm not gonna down you. I know I'm gonna tell my people's like, okay, if
But-
you want this certain type of thing, don't go here.
And
I know another person.
In that situation, I agree. Like,
That's
me,
just it's you as a person, like how you feel. Like you go to this place, you gonna be like, oh, these motherfuckers ain't shit. You talk down on them, like secretly you might be going back to that person. Like you're not gonna cut ties. If you really know somebody, you mess with them and all that, mess with their service, you paying your good money for it, you gonna eventually like come back to them in the future or something. So you never cut ties for real. You pass them along the way. Okay, maybe they get better. They come back. They show you a favor too. You never know. So but people like they be hitting like okay, how you with the hair and stuff. I've been seeing that for years.
For years.
And it's
People
black
saying
owned too, but they not. But you gotta understand, they not going to no shop out here in the suburbs. Suburbs trying to get their hair done. They going back to that same person. They still talking mad stuff about them though, but they still gonna take that money. That's what I'm saying. What is the standard that we gotta be held up to?
I feel
It's
like
really we don't
It's
really
weird,
know. We
right?
think we
That's
know,
what
but
I
we
said,
don't know.
bro. It's like, I don't know, bro, how to explain it. Like, I just feel like some black-owned businesses need to learn how to treat customers, and customers
They
need to
definitely
learn
do.
how to
Absolutely.
treat the client. That's all.
That's no doubt.
absolutely.
I mean, like
And
I said, in the strength, if I buy something from you, I shouldn't go on social media and bash you about it before
Before
I try
DM
to talk to you
personally.
about it personally. You're right.
Absolutely.
I should be able to DM you comfortably, like, yo, I'm not feeling this shit. You know what I'm saying? Can we figure something out? And now, if you shoot me back and be like, nah, nigga, you pay for what you got.
Then
now,
I'm gonna go on social media
I'm
and
gonna
make
go
a
on
public
and be like,
statement.
yo, this nigga's a clown. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could have fixed the order, or
It's
you know what I'm
almost,
saying?
it's like a Yelp review. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like a
you giving
Google,
his-
a Yelp, or
right,
whatever.
like-
So
like
I
you
feel
giving
like,
a review.
however,
You
I
order
feel
something
like,
off eBay, they're gonna keep emailing you talking about give a review. You know what I'm saying? Or Amazon, they want a review. So that's my review if I go on social media and be like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I tried to fix things and this, look at what this clown said. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that.
right.
But before I get to that level,
Communicate with me. Try to
communicate
communicate with the owner.
professional skills. You know what I'm saying?
I just want people to keep jumping to that next level. Like they gotta feel like they disrespect.
I don't want
Like
people to
some
jump
people,
to that
some
next
people
level.
just starting off with their business. Okay, they trying to.
It's trial and error.
Right.
Yeah, but then you don't give them that chance, so you come at them, f you, f this.
Now you done fucked my whole business
like,
up.
yo,
Now
man,
that's
I'm
a bad
they try to eat
reputation.
just like how we try to do.
But that's the thing. Like me personally, I don't talk bad about anybody,
Yeah,
e-
true.
even with the bad experience.
Me either.
Now,
That's how it's supposed to be.
now, if
Yeah.
you was to come to me as an individual and ask me, yo, how did you like this service? And then I will tell you my experience on it. But me personally, I'm not the type to go on social media. I don't care how bad it was. I wouldn't go on there and say, because now that's messing up a black man's or a black woman's
Exactly how I
money.
feel about
Right.
it.
And that's not something
look
I
at you,
want to
like,
do.
Right, but
look at the person
Your
saying all
post
this
can
stuff.
make everybody that feel the same way voice their
But they
opinion.
be so scared though.
No,
They
yeah.
don't know what they talking about. They just want to follow the bandwagon. It got to take one
But that's
person
how
to
it
speak
is,
up.
bro. It's a bunch of followers in the world,
Yeah, it is.
bro.
So that's
One
what I'm saying.
person,
We gotta get
one person
the,
can spoil it for it all.
we
But
gotta get the other side of that. We
But-
gotta get the good followers.
But the only
on this
reason
side.
why I wouldn't do it is because what doesn't work for me might work for her.
Yeah.
Right.
Or it might work for you. So that's why personally I wouldn't go out
Right.
and talk bad on it. Because
I have dealt with that before, and I didn't go like, shit, I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I got pride just like they got pride. So I was like, you know what? This lady playing with my money. I'm about to go write a Facebook with you. Like, I'm about to make a whole status on Shorty
I
because
get
she
what
Everybody
you
got
saying.
me.
I ain't never been on social media bashing nobody. I don't really give a fuck
But
what
my
nobody
thing
do, bro.
is that's where it comes from. When your key word was some black owned businesses, and that's the key word, some.
But then we
take
associate some with
some
all.
with all.
I don't. Like I said, I go on Facebook and I see certain shit,
Mm-hmm.
and I be like, damn, you could
That's
have handled
fucked up.
that in a better
Yeah.
manner. You know what I'm saying?
But a lot of us do, like a lot of black people, we take the sum and apply it to the all, and we need to stop doing that.
True.
You get what I'm saying? We give white people and all these other businesses the benefit of the doubt so much. Give your people the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? Like, she might have fucked up. She might have been having a bad day. Shorty might have left her man and is going through it. Like, you know what I mean? This might have been just a rough week for her, a
life.
rough month.
Right.
Like, shit, she might be down bad right now. You know what I mean? And her professionalism is lacking. But give her the benefit of the doubt the same way you do other consumers. You walk in a Target and they following you around and shit like that, and you hollering, oh, this is bullshit, oh, da 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 da. Oh, they got secret shoppers and this, that, and the third. But you're still giving them the benefit of the doubt and your money.
Yep.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Still
Like,
go up there and cash out.
Yeah,
you
make-
know,
it
so
makes
I'm like,
sense,
give
but-
us the benefit of the doubt like we do other people. And I feel like that, but it's all systematic. Like, we were literally conditioned to be like this towards each other. Like, we were.
I mean, I
We were.
think the biggest thing we can do right now. I say we talking about okay, that's first step, but secondly, we got
We gotta
person that
start.
do a business, you do a business, Key you in business with me. So
Like,
it's like
we gotta start
gotta lead by
collabing
example, that's
more,
it.
bro.
Yeah, we gotta band
Collabing.
together.
by example.
Some people coming together and putting you know what I'm saying, they
Yeah.
clothing line together. We got to collab, you
Stuff
know.
like that.
Shouldn't be so much, oh, I'm by myself, or you know what I'm saying, like
that's what it
the
is.
hairdressers,
That's
they
another
all
part.
work out
Some
their
people-
houses
some
or
people
something.
wanna
Why
be
not just
solo.
go half on the shop? You know what I'm
It
saying?
shouldn't
wanna
have
be
to be
solo.
just to get it out the mud. Like, I really got to get it how I live. I got to get it out the mud. I got
don't
to
need to do
appeal
that.
to a different crowd. I got to appeal to such and such. Like, I
But
feel
it's
like
better
we should
when you
be
got a business
supportive.
partner. Everything is much better
Yeah.
when you got a business partner, bro. I don't
Another-
care what you say.
Another con that I would probably look at when I look at some black businesses is a lot of people are just in it for $1, and that is the
Not for
honest
the
truth.
passion.
That's just the honest truth. And some people are just in it for $1. And don't get me wrong, I'm about $1 myself, but when it comes to, say for a clothing brand, you got people out here just giving out poor quality shirts, but they charging the top notch prices. So just like I saw a post with the girl was talking about not paying $45 for a shirt.
Yep.
And then, for a black owned business shirt, which I I'm not gonna say I respect it because I would buy it. If it's the quality is worth it, I'm gonna buy it. I spent $40-something on this shirt, and I can tell you now, this shirt is not
No bullshit.
top notch.
But then you got,
No,
you
but
got
it's
people,
not the
you got
top
people with your,
notch
Right.
quality.
but you got people with your mentality that be like, yo, I got the best shirt, like the Bella joint that you was
Yeah.
looking at. You gonna sell
Yeah.
it for that same price? Like people
Yeah.
don't know that though. They just look at you. Oh,
But-
he black owned.
Yeah.
Not getting that.
But the thing is, my question is, just like I saw another post, somebody was talking about like you'll spend $100 on a V-Lone shirt
Yeah.
or, a Tommy Hilfiger, whatever the case may be, bait, whatever this is, right? So I mean, personally, like I think I would spend my 45. If it's a good quality shirt, I'm gonna spend my money, especially if they black, because obviously I'm gonna support a black person.
Y'all, I spent $60 on a T-shirt for the shit to come in, and I could have made it myself. Bullshit. You know what I mean? Like dead ass, like bullshit. Did I go on and bash the guy? No. But I feel like we're just kind of stuck in an era where we're like, not only are we just trying to get it how we live, but it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, well, such and such, like, these motherfuckers, these white people are selling these shirts for $60 and $100, and you know what I mean? I want my brand to be like that, and we're not
But you gotta
understanding that
build
you
your
have to
foundation.
When you
build.
say that,
You
when
can't
say that,
start,
It
bro.
sounds
have
like it's a
to
race.
build that.
Right,
We
but
racing
it's
to
not
the
a
top.
racing
bro.
to the
You
top,
gotta, but you
and you
can't
have
just
to
race
build
to the
that.
top, bro. You gotta think about it, bro. Some of these companies took time, bro. Tommy Hilfiger didn't just get on.
Yep.
He didn't just start at the top. You know what I'm
He
saying?
didn't just start selling his shit for $100. He might have been selling it for
started
$5.
you start
For
low.
real.
You got to start with reasonable prices for people to be able to support you.
Absolutely.
And then as time go on, now you raise the prices. You know what I'm saying? Raise the prices as you get bigger and better. The prices go up when you got to pay for more equipment or more of this, more of that. You know what I'm saying? That's when the prices start going up. You can't just start off selling T-shirts and be like, man, I want 50 a shirt. You don't even know what quality it is yourself.
That's just people
No.
But if you
That's the
do know
difference,
your
though.
worth and you do know that you're bringing quality to the table, I feel
That's
like you
the
do
difference,
charge
yes.
what you are worth. Because I feel like, you know what? Dude might have thought, like, this is a $60 shirt. I'm about to sell this motherfucker for $60.
True.
And in my head, I'm like, boy, this is a $15
But then
shirt.
again, you gotta look at it like
You feel me? Like,
maybe you bought that kind of shirt for somebody else and be like, okay, you just matching up the quality with this one. Like, you look at the people that just buy new products, be like, okay, $60, all right, I'm about to buy it. It's raw as hell, got it.
right.
Quality could be shit, but they fuck with it. They could be
Right.
like, this is the best quality. Then they get something else for like 20, be like, oh, I ain't never going back to that 60.
Yeah.
Right,
go with
and
this,
that's the
but you
thing,
gotta
though,
understand.
and that's just how the business world works. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some, you're gonna gain customers. Everything is not for everybody.
Yeah.
Find your crowd, appeal to that crowd. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I was gonna go after you,
oh,
but I was gonna give a little free game
little free.
because I charge people now.
Must look at
It's like
the
this
camera when
I
you say
char-
that.
I charge
Go ahead,
people
Go ahead.
now.
Look at the one for them joints.
When I give little free game on business tactics, I charge people, but I'm gonna give a little free game. This is why some people set prices at $100 and some set it at $20. You got to think. You rather look smart than dumb, right? We can all agree on that, correct? No one want to look dumb.
Okay,
You want to look rich instead of poor, correct?
True.
most times.
So that's exactly why people set that price point where it's at. Despise all the quality of it. If you got, I'm living B, okay, it's a little pricey. So it's more of a social status. So that's just a little free game on why people set prices the way they do. So when you say like don't set it at $100, I don't agree with that. Because right now my shirts is $20, but that's because of what I wanted to set it at.
Right.
Next pair of shirts is not $20, and I'm telling people that now.
Facts.
It's not $20. So when you hear
Get
six-
that
My people
now
already know
because
that
they
shit
won't be
$25.
$20.
It's over with.
so listen, when you hear it's $60, that's cool. You can complain or whatever the case may be, but don't worry. One day you will see somebody of higher status wearing it, and now what is it gonna do? It's gonna portray a rich look. No one was wearing Off-White until we heard rappers like A Boogie saying Off-White kicks my shoelace, so people went and looked at it. That shows A Boogie, he's famous. He has some sort of a high financial status. So what do people want to do now? People want to go buy Off-White. They spending $500 for a T-shirt.
I fell victim to it one time. I went
I can't
broke.
see myself doing that shit.
I was in school.
When I was
buying
younger,
that
I
shit.
used to
was-
do dumb shit
But
like that.
listen,
bro.
listen.
I just
It's
can't
it's
do
mo-
it. I
it's more than
can't.
just clothes though. You go with cars. Why people buy a Benz? Yeah, it looks good,
Status.
but it's cars that look just as good as that Benz. But what? It has a higher name status, so it makes you look rich. Some girls see you come out that Benz,
Facts.
it's a different. Okay, he got his money right, his credit right, something is right.
Charger.
That's literally the thing
Something
about
is
it.
right.
You right.
A charger.
That's how people
And
think.
y'all don't
But
even-
see,
People don't even understand. I feel like we get so caught up in the name, and
the
that's
name
why
and
these
a-
prices are so high because we're paying for the name.
Oh.
Some Louis shoes, are y'all kidding me? I'm paying for the name. I'm not paying for these
you're
red
not
bottoms.
paying for the quality.
I'm not
either
paying for the
nowadays.
quality.
You paying
First
for
of all,
the
those are.
name.
Listen, let me tell you something. Pair of red bottoms, most uncomfortable pair of shoes I've ever worn in my life. Like, for real. Most uncomfortable pair of heels. I'm paying for the name, for the status. And when it comes
there
to,
you go.
I buy an Audi, I'm paying for the, Volkswagen is the same as Audi. They are the
They
same
foreign.
parent company. You feel what I'm saying?
German
Though
engineer.
they're both a little pricey. I could drive a Volkswagen, but if a bitch see a nigga in a Volkswagen and a nigga in an Audi, I guarantee you she's probably gonna go for that Audi. You know what I mean?
Not thinking
You're paying
because
for the
shit-
status.
they foreign, though.
You
Status.
need to be
They
informed.
don't
Like
know that,
they're both the same. It's literally like you said, German
They
engineering.
don't know that.
Between an Audi, a Volkswagen, a BMW, same thing.
They all same
Literally the same thing. Literally, Audi sold Volkswagen a model. Like, okay, you know what? We're not gonna put this on our assembly line. You can have this. Like, and that's literally like their CC, their Volkswagen CC. That's literally it was an Audi design, and they sold it to Volkswagen. You know what I mean? But it's the same thing. It's the
Bro, all
same
these trucks are
engineering.
the
It's,
same shit, bro. You go from a
Everything's the
Yukon
same.
to a Denali.
Yeah.
They're the same truck.
it's the same.
Just a different maker.
thing.
Just,
Like,
just a
But-
different brand.
Just not to go off topic, but still, it's about the social status.
It's
So,
been like that for years too.
That's
always
why.
when I
that's
tell
why
y'all
you
we're
have-
conditioned to be like this, we're conditioned to be like this, like, and not even just socially, like we're just conditioned to be this way. Period. Like to be aggressive, to be judgmental, to be you know what I mean, to have these different opinions, or to be like to not be able to take constructive criticism, or to be crab in a bucket mentality. It's all been conditioned. Like this shit is so much deeper than just surface level. It's systematic.
I think our people don't want to be our people until like something really bad happen. That's how I see
But
it.
that's what I'm saying. We were literally like, I don't know. Have y'all ever read the Willie Lynch letters?
Yeah. That
We were
that just surfaced back up too.
literally-
Like some people just not learning about that.
We were, and we need to learn about that. We were literally, they just, you know, in the Willie Lynch letters, they say if you want to keep something from the black people, put it in a book. Put it in
It's
a
a
book.
fact. And I ain't
Because
gonna lie.
we're not gonna read that shit.
I didn't
like,
read, I
what?
didn't read books till I got to college. though.
Exactly. That is my, he meant that when he said if you want to keep them from the black people, put these letters, put this works, put your whatever in a book.
All it
In
is.
writing on pen and paper, ink and paper, because they won't read it. But that's because we were deprived of that. We couldn't read or write. We couldn't use ink and pen. We couldn't use paper.
Then the
We
people
had to
that did
sneak
that,
to do that.
people
You know
that
what
did
I'm
read and
saying?
write, they was
We
like,
were
probably killed, looked at as
killed.
crazy.
Like, you
stuff
feel what I'm
that.
saying? People that was teaching people to read and write were murdered. Like, we were conditioned to be this way. We could
But
not.
it's still the same way. Look at the people that's speaking out, speaking their truth. Okay, we know this type of like knowledge. They're trying to share it to their people. Like all the people that got killed because of that.
Exactly. All the
So it's
protesters in
still going
Ferguson
on, like,
in a
yo,
grave right now. A lot of
Listen,
them.
bro, when you get
This
too
ain't gonna never
close or
stop.
too big, that's what they do. They kill you.
They
The
kill
government
you.
is a game, bro. People don't
It is.
people,
It is a
people don't realize that
full-on-
shit, bro.
listen.
You get too powerful for the government. What do? They send a hit on you.
You know,
They
it's
not
not even
fucking
too
with it.
powerful with money, the material things you got.
You
It's,
get
it's
too
your
smart.
words,
You
your
get too
knowledge.
big headed. Too shit like
Right,
that, bro.
you
They
learn
get
too
you
much.
out
You
of here.
start
Trying to
making too
share
much
it
sense, and people
over
call it a
with.
conspiracy. You start making too much sense, and they call it a conspiracy. You feel what I'm saying?
You
A
outta
lot
here,
of these
bro.
conspiracies.
You gonna make money.
Are real
Regardless,
shit.
you gonna make money.
It's the reason
about-
why they killing you. They killing you because it's money.
You gonna
People
because you
that's-
stopping their
these
money.
people
That's what
that's-
you're not
people
making money. You
that's-
stopping their money.
True. Yeah,
People
I was
that's
about to say
teaching
that.
about health, Dr. Sebi.
They killed him and everybody he
They
worked
said
with.
his shit was fake.
Him and all
It
the
ain't
people
fake
he
at all.
worked
They
with.
told they
all the
telling us
research-
that his shit was
It's
fake.
It's not
They
fake.
killing
It's
him.
not fake at all.
They killed him because that's a billion, trillion, whatever the largest number you could think of. That's a
The
corporation right there.
Pharmaceutical-
Listen, everybody that Dr. Sebi worked with, all the researchers and everything that understudy him,
Deceased.
they're dead. Mysterious events happen and they gone.
They just so
Yeah,
happens
come
that
on.
mysterious events. Boy, they talking about they died of natural causes.
Come
These are
on.
the healthiest people in the world because they believe, and I believe. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. Like I said, I'm very faithful and very spiritual. So there's a plant for everything. There's a plant for everything on this earth. God would not have put us on here if He did not give us everything we needed to survive. You understand what I'm saying? We don't need modern medicine. We don't need pharmaceuticals. We
Don't
don't
take
need
that shit.
all these
Don't take pills
prescriptions
and
and all
shit.
this extra shit. We don't need that. Like narcotics, we don't
Bro,
need
listen,
that.
why take
That
why
shit is man-made.
why take a pill that's more worse than the symptoms you already got?
Are you kidding
That
me?
makes
That
no
shit
sense.
suppress your feelings.
It
That make no sense,
It
bro.
goes against
I
your
go to the
chemical
hospital
imbalance.
I go to the hospital with a headache. They tell me take a
Stop it
Tylenol.
for a minute, right?
You
Then go
read
back
with
to
the Tylenol, with the risk of taking a Tylenol is cancer or
They say, oh, liver failure.
something, liver failure.
The shit on the medical thing say if you take too much of this medicine, it'll cause liver failure, cancer, in extreme cases, death. What the fuck are you even talking about right now?
Why do medicine?
Why would I even-
why do
what are you talking
medicine
about?
kill you? It's supposed
Why
to
would I
help
take
you.
that?
Why would I take something that's going to potentially harm me?
Because
Pharmaceutical, big pharma.
because
That's what this shit is
later on
called.
down in your life, you will be in that hospital paying medical bills.
Absolutely.
But that's cool.
Yeah, I
It's
went to the
all
hospital. I got an
set.
EKG.
It's
That shit
all
cost
set
me
in
like
that way.
It's like $1,200.
a lot, like a lot. I don't even know whatever my medical bill was
MRI is like $1,200, I believe. That's a lot. I don't know.
for no reason.
They're gonna get you C-sections
What's
a
up,
lot,
Chad?
live ended.
Oh, you probably can't go that
You
long.
good? You about to end in a minute anyway, but you can save that video too to her live. She probably could send it to us. It say save. You had comments on there
We
too.
did have a lot of comments.
Yeah.
People was
Listen,
right.
I'm gonna leave it right there until we done. I don't want to fuck nothing up, so.
What it say?
You should have grabbed it.
Just bring it to me. Let me
Oh.
see.
Nah, man. I don't know.
I feel like this is a good conversation though, but you know how many people are scared to speak up, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Anything.
of
they're scared to
conspiracy.
death, bro.
Anything, bro.
They hear what happened to other people and be scared, bro. Why you think we don't got no?
Can I download this to your thing?
Why you think we
Like,
don't
why
got
you
no
scared,
leaders or
bro?
nothing in the world? Back in the day, we had people that
Man,
marched or
they
that
didn't
that
give a
you know what I'm
fuck
saying,
about
that
none
cared
of that.
about us, bro. We don't got no people that really go out there and do the shit Martin Luther King or Malcolm X and them used to do, bro. We don't got that shit.
But
No
you
more.
Crazy.
You know-
After,
you know
after
why?
we dropped that last episode, bro, I started looking into Muhammad Ali. That is a powerful dude, bro.
But you know why? It's because now, back then, when Martin Luther King was doing this, there weren't no Floyd Mayweathers with all this money.
Yeah.
There was no
But then you
such
got
thing as
people like
that.
our own people that's going against the grain.
So that's what I'm
got
saying.
the money and shit. They don't
Now
care.
they
They
have
go
this
for
money, they don't care.
Like
They
Mayweather got his money
carefree.
and shit. He want his bread.
They
He
don't
care.
have. They don't
They
have to
don't
worry
care about
about
us,
their
bro.
sons getting killed. Oh, that's Floyd's son. They're not gonna
Yeah.
bother him. He has the money. They might arrest him because
Mm-hmm.
they want that money from Floyd. But at the time, like I said, when Martin Luther King was out here, it wasn't none of that.
It
We
was.
ain't have any rich black men. So now that we have people with, that vocal point, they don't use it. Don't get me wrong. We have a lot of people that do use it. It's a lot of celebrities that are willing to stand up. That, some slightly in, some slightly out. But my prime example was the NFL.
Slavery,
And
bro.
I played football. That was
NFL
like
was
that was my
I
dream.
love football, y'all.
That was my dream until I seen what they did to Kaepernick. That was my dream, and
Right.
and I'm more mad at the teammates of his, the black
Teammates
brothers that's
that
also
did
was
not
in
stand
there.
with him,
Yo,
bro.
did you
That
see
did
what
not
they did with
continue
Drew
to do
Brees
what they
though?
did.
Spoke out instantly. He didn't mean this. He didn't mean that. He meant all that shit. But once he seen the support, he said, "Oh, I'm going with it."
Yeah, exactly.
Made that
So
little corny ass video for 3 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
3 minutes, 2
Yeah,
seconds.
talk
Okay,
about shit
yeah.
he know nothing
I'm
about,
good. He
bro.
didn't give a fuck.
so
He already living, and his son's gonna be in the NFL too. He got like 3 sons, bro. They know they go to the NFL. They don't care.
Yeah, the doodlest niggas in the world, they still gonna make it
Exactly.
because of their dad, bro.
Life is set up for them. That's it.
Yeah.
We just need to break out of that.
Definitely out of the mentality. Definitely we need to get out of the mentality that we've been conditioned to, and that's hard. Change is slow. You know what I mean? It always has been and it
I
always
mean-
will be, but
It's slow, but it's gonna work.
it's definitely gonna work. It's slow. Listen, my biggest slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah.
Okay, it's from childhood. When y'all heard the what is it? The tortoise in the
Yeah,
in the hair.
Yeah.
Slow and steady wins the race. That tortoise won the race. You get what I'm saying? Like, we don't gotta be boom, 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 boom. Like, and I feel like that's how many are like, okay, I gotta get this before I miss my chance, before I miss my
Then
opportunity.
you fail.
You don't have to you don't have to settle. You don't have to accept. God gonna make a way for you. You know what I mean? It's just really about being faithful and having faith in yourself and having faith in the God in you. You know what I mean?
wise words, my boy Neighborhood Nip says, a marathon.
It's a
Yes.
marathon. It's
It's
not
a
a race.
marathon.
I'm signing you out. So
Facts.
you know I'm not really
The way I look at this, yo, time's about to change. Not even saying it just to sound sweet, none of that. But you gotta look at it like, I noticed since the riots, like that been hitting my heart for a minute. Like the riots and all that, everything is really changing because people is really like going harder.
We
like,
out here. We
they
not.
going harder, yo. And it's like, yo, everything really gonna change because like people speaking. Look how little people speaking up. We speaking up now. We didn't seen this for a minute, and then
History
about to
definitely
be on live
repeats
with it, stuff
itself.
like
We've
that.
been doing this shit for
But
a
then
long
history
time.
about to change though.
But that's what I'm saying.
'Cause it's
This
not
is
going
a
about the
turning
same
point.
way.
We really in the textbooks right now because history repeats itself. But it's about how are you going to change it? How are you going to redirect it? It's going to keep happening the same way when people say, you know what I mean? Lessons, you're going to get tested from the same thing. God is going to test you with the same thing over and over until you gain the lesson. When are we going to realize the lesson and move a different way, move in a different direction? You know what I mean? Like, we keep going through the same thing for 400 years.
That's because we don't stick together. The biggest
We've
problem
been going
gonna
through,
face it.
but
We
that's
got to start
we're
sticking
gonna
together, bro.
start
It's
because
working.
when I tell y'all, like, I can't say it enough. We've been conditioned to do this shit. Like, we've been conditioned to divide, to separate.
you
The
had
black
light
family
skins.
have been broken down.
Light skinned people were in the house. The dark skinned.
You feel what I'm
were
saying?
outside.
Like,
So that-
this shit was
that
really
brought-
colorism,
that brought
sexism,
between
even men and women. Like, we were literally, like they say in the Blue Lynch letters, we were literally meant. They took the black man away from the black woman so we could learn how to survive without a black man. And then we create this internal resentment towards a black man. Now we teaching our sons
That's what
how to
it
grow
is.
up without these niggas and without their dad and without this. And now we teaching our daughters to be okay without a black man. You get what I'm saying? We like, nah, fuck that. You don't need no nigga for nothing. You don't need no man for nothing. You don't need nobody to do nothing for you. When really we do need that balance.
Indeed.
We do need a black
And
man.
then
You
dudes gotta
do
stop.
need a black
Dudes gotta
woman.
stop thinking we don't need
You know what I mean?
no ladies, bro.
We
No,
do.
facts.
We
I ain't
do.
gonna
We
lie.
need each
I
other.
know we sit there and
We
think about it.
need
It might
each
be a
other.
prideful thing. It might be, all right, they get on our nerves and all that. But yo,
It's a
they-
prideful thing
they
for
definitely
both of
around
us.
for that reason.
Bro,
Though.
Because
that shit
men
go both
be
ways,
like-
and all that.
Men
Girls
be like,
annoying,
oh,
men
They annoy you,
annoying.
but that's what come with it though. You gotta.
we do. Y'all need us. Are y'all
get
kidding me?
from
We
that.
are the. We birthed the world as a black woman. We birthed the entire world. We came like nothing. Nothing is created without blackness. Nothing is created without a black woman. Nothing. Absolutely
my grandma
nothing.
think God is a woman.
God-
I might second her. on
Okay,
that. I've
so
been
let
thinking
me
about that.
tell
But
y'all
I'm gonna
about
say
how I
God
feel
was
about this.
God was
My grandma always
he
said it
was
like
like
God
a
is a woman.
Jamaican. I feel like because they say he
Jamaican,
had
fucking
wool
Jamaican,
hair and
nigga.
shit like that.
Who was to say that God was a man? Listen,
We
they
don't
say
know.
Jesus was bronze,
Long
right?
hair. He had long hair.
They say Jesus
Wool
was
hair,
bronze
bruh.
and he had hair made of wool. Y'all gonna tell me that he white with blue eyes and pasty hair?
Right.
If you really think about it, white people are genetic mutations, and I'll take it right there with y'all.
I just don't believe
They're-
white people can live in the Middle East.
They
They're
have been.
genetic
The different times, all
mutations.
that shit like
The
that.
sun
They
does
couldn't
not
sit in the
fuck
sun.
with them. What are you talking about?
I don't
Sunburnt?
I don't
that.
think
The
they
sun
can
don't
live.
even. You can't even survive in the
They
sun
stole-
for a
yo,
decent
they
amount of
stole
time. You'll
our
get sun
history.
cancer. You'll get sunburnt.
They
Your
stole our
sun.
history, switched it around, and said, this is ours.
Grecians literally took everything they know from Egyptians. Greek mythology
Some smart
came
motherfuckers,
from
though. That's all I
Egypt.
know.
You get what I'm saying? Like, and I'm dead ass serious. Y'all could literally Google this, fact check it, and everything. Greek mythology came from Egypt.
And I
When
get
y'all
you,
look at
mythology.
the Zeus and the this and the that of the world, there are literally gods and goddesses in Egypt that have came before them. Grecians literally came and literally studied Egyptians and said, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna twist this around. Matter of fact, okay, I'm gonna call him Cupid. I'm gonna call him Zeus. I'm gonna call Horus such and such. I'm gonna call, you get what I'm saying? Like, this was all beforehand. Like, the Moors, we were royalty. We were literally kings and queens. We taught them how to bathe themselves. They're literal. When you look at even black albinos, that is called a genetic mutation. When they have no pigment in their skin, in their eyes, in their hair, those are mutations. Blonde hair, blue eyes, pale skin, those are genetic mutations of black melanin. Literally, you can look up the scientific fact. So for us to be conditioned to believe that we are the minority or we're inferior to anybody, I wouldn't say that we're superior to people, but we're not inferior.
Definitely
You know what I mean?
superior.
I would like to say that we're
Yeah.
equal, but we're
Kings and
definitely not inferior. We're definitely kings and queens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Africa,
superior.
when you look at Africa, they get all the diamonds and the gold and the gems and the jewels from Africa. That is literally the motherland. When Pangea was here, Africa was centered, smack dead. You know what I mean? Like, that was where we were gaining all of our all of our goods from. They went to India to get spices and this and that. Exploration is called looting. Christopher Columbus was a looter. Like, these people looted and stole.
Thief.
And we literally called it American history and exploration. We dumbed it down. We made it sound good. We painted it and we, you know what I mean? We carved it and made it we smoothed off the rough edges and made it smooth. But this shit was fucked up. Like, they fucked us off and it made us believe that we were the bad guys.
Right.
Listen, you got me. You smart.
Smart as hell. I'm just listening.
Hey, yo, and
I'm
like I
just
said,
sitting here
we
listening like.
we learning, but we like, yo, we excited as hell. Like, yeah.
But not like for real, y'all. Like, I'm not even talking bullshit. I want us to know
This
these
shit is
things
crazy.
about ourselves because, like, we've been taught so different for so long, and it's enough. Enough is enough. We need to know who we are. I'm not sending my kids to school.
Okay, so before we end, I do have a question. How do y'all feel about this gay rights thing that they are now forcing to push in schools and educational systems? How do y'all feel about
I'm gonna
I
start
wanna
off with
go
me.
first.
I'm gonna start with me
that?
personally.
Yeah, we just gonna go around.
I feel like I've been looking at it for like a few years and stuff. I
Now-
have nothing against like gay people, none of that.
Mhm.
Regular people just like us. But I see every time some surface up with black people only, they mention that trying to split us back up. Because most people in the black community, they don't care about like gay people. They look at them like, oh, I'm not gonna say the F word, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Say stuff like that. They don't really care to them. It's like, yo, they're doing that for a reason. They're still splitting us up, just like you said, the colorism. That's just another part.
Okay.
I have nothing against it. I have nothing, you know what I mean? I'm very much with the cause. I'm down for any black cause. I just feel like it's a little bit much to even. I'm a preschool teacher. Let's start off with that. I teach kids on a daily. I feel like it's a bit much to bring in sexuality to children, period. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a lot for me, especially as an educator, as somebody who deals with children on a daily basis. I feel like sexuality, and especially homosexuality, it's enough for a kid to even bring in sexuality, period. Then you bring in confusion as homosexuality. To me, that's just like, I feel like it's important to be educated on the topic, but bringing it into schools, you don't even want to bring religion. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's what I'm saying.
you don't even want to say God or Jesus or Allah or any, you don't want to say any of these things. Like, any of these deities, you don't want to bring none of that shit into
But you
schools,
wanna
but you
bring
want to
in-
bring sexuality.
You gotta look at it like
I get the, you know,
they as they say in school, you're not supposed to talk about politics or sexuality in person or finances, honestly.
or religion.
But then
Those
yeah,
are the big
religion
four.
too. But you gotta look at it like, what do they focus in on? Well, our like people, the sexuality. They're not
Politics
gonna the politics,
and religion.
the shit that
literally.
we don't really know about.
So
We just now keying in on finances because we see everything around us. Okay,
Sure.
people got this big house, all this money, but we now learning our people do real estate. They master that easy.
so
Finances, like
so my
accounting.
the answer I'm looking for is, how do you feel about it? Is this a yes or a no for you?
What you mean feel about like should they do it or not?
Yes.
I can't say they can't do it because you still gotta. I'm not gonna tell a kid like you can't find yourself. That's bad. I'm not gonna sit here and tell my son or my daughter like, nah, you can't act that way. That's like me telling you, okay, don't like this black person, don't like this white person. That's the same way.
I
gotta-
don't,
it's
I don't,
gotta
I don't
be the
agree on
same
that.
way.
No. How I feel about it, my personal opinion, is that it's a no.
no.
Until they start teaching more about Black history, then I have nothing against gay people. I have relatives that are gay. You know, I don't have nothing against it at all. I just, as far as educational purposes, putting it in there, no. Until they start teaching more about Black history, actual Black history, instead of just giving it 1 month, and then it's not even a full month. You probably get
Not
a good
even.
2 weeks,
What?
and
That
then
need to
after
be
that,
And we were talking about
then after
slaves.
that, and then you just talk about how people were
How we
enslaved.
were
You don't
oppressed
talk
and all
about
that. You don't talk about
the success
the Black Wall
portion.
Street, none of
yeah,
that. You
they
don't
don't
talk
Right?
talk
the
about
good
No,
stuff.
at all.
they talk about the negative part of Black history rather the success stories, like you said, the Black Wall Street and stuff like that. So for me, it's a no. At first of all, a 6-year-old, you know, a 6-year-old don't know what they
They
do.
don't know,
even
but
know.
you gotta understand why they doing that at the same time.
It's obviously to take the distraction off of what's going on with Black people in this world. That's what I think.
But then again,
it was
let me
going
ask you
on.
this. Let me ask you this. Since you just mentioned that, the schools teaching it to you, would you teach your kid that at home?
Will
Or
we,
would you not?
will
Like,
we talk
not,
about
not saying
sexuality?
what you just put it in them like, yo, if you do this, you're gay, something like that. That's how they doing it. Okay, you're not gonna do it that way. But if you sit there, see your son acting a certain way, would you like, what would you trying to do? Groom him to be that way, or would you do it be the other way? Like you're like your man yourself and stuff. But you got gay people out here with like gay parents and stuff. They don't teach us. They just move how they move.
Exactly. I will live how I live, and if they model what they see off of me, my son model what he see off of me, and that's how he live his life, then okay.
All right, now I see what you're saying because you're trying to see,
But
is they gonna just be
I'm
that
not-
way, or you
I'm
gonna
not
push it
in-
to them? Like,
I'm not saying I'm embedding like, yo, man,
Yeah.
I'm gonna whoop your ass. You do some gay
Yeah.
shit, I'm beating your ass. And I'm not me.
and that's
but
what
I'm
they
not
pushing
saying.
that. They pushing that on us to do that to them. That's what it is. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you gonna say it that way, you can't feel a way about it. Okay, just let them do what they do. You can't like the reaction they trying to get out of us is have like your son or daughter. You know, everybody you got the little dykes over. I don't know what kind of turn that is. That's probably offensive. But then you got gay people. Like, just put it like that. So if they end up that way, you trying to be like go against it. Like, you can't do this, you can't do that. That's what they're looking for.
No,
You
I'm
just
just
let
saying.
them live. You still do how your morals, how you teaching, you parent, how you gonna parent. That's the opposite. They gonna come out. They probably gonna come out a different way. You never know. But they looking for that different reaction where it's gonna be like, don't do this shit, don't do that.
I'm just not agreeing with why they bringing it up now, when they could have brought this up
Distraction.
Years ago.
years
That's
ago.
it.
Gay is not
Why-
a 2020 thing.
Distraction. That shit been
People are
happening since
not
back in the day. You know,
this
it's
shit
only
been
been
happening
around.
since the 30s.
It's
Since
been-
way
Yo,
before.
for real
Like
though.
literally, and people been openly gay since our grandparents was alive. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's gay men and women and this and that. Like, so I feel like.
But so how do you feel? So is it a yes or no for you?
In school,
For school, this is what
Like,
they're. This is
all right, put it like
listen,
this.
on the
Is you-
news, this
ask
is
a
what
different
they're
question.
pushing
Is you
at.
trying to say, would you expect? Put it like this.
should it be a subject?
Yes. Should it be like that? How they teach
but
math?
this is
No.
what schools. This is what they're trying to do.
Absolutely
That's what they trying to
That's
do.
what they're
Hell
saying
no.
on the news.
That's different. That's
This
no.
is what they're
Absolutely
pushing.
You
They
can't do that.
teach about
It's a no for me,
homosexuality
bro.
in
Listen,
school.
That's
and
fucked
If
up.
my
systems.
children have a question about their sexuality, I feel like I would raise them fluid enough to ask me, you know what I mean, to come to me with anything that way. I feel like sexuality is not something that should be introduced to them in school. I
You
feel
can't-
like that's
you can't
not
really talk about
something.
sex. That's just sex education.
Sexual education, talk about it, because y'all barely want to talk about condoms
They
and
don't talk
pregnancy
about that at all.
and all this
I
shit.
didn't learn that shit until
I
I got
did.
to
I
college.
You know what I'm
learned that
saying?
in- I learned that in
Nobody,
grammar
y'all
school,
don't want to
though. I
talk
learned
about
about
sexual
sex and
health,
condoms
but
and
y'all want to
STDs
talk to my
and everything.
kids.
I learned that in grammar school.
Junior year.
Y'all
high
want to
school.
You learned that
teach
in
my
junior high school? I
children
learned that in
about
college, bro.
sexuality and
Yeah.
homosexuality and everything.
10 minutes later.
That junior high, you supposed to learn about STDs
supposed to learn
and
about
all
it, but
that
they
shit,
don't
bro.
teach us,
Well,
bro.
I don't know school. I
They
learned
don't
that
teach
shit in
us.
school,
All
bro.
the basic topics they teach us about is fucking math, reading, Spanish. What the fuck we need Spanish for?
You
I
need
know
it in the
you-
I know
world,
you
bro.
need it
Listen,
when you
we
actually
live-
go to
bro,
the
we
places,
say
but
that
We
shit-
don't got the money to go to fucking.
But listen, we
them
say
places.
that. What do we need this shit for? What do we need that shit for?
But honestly,
in
look
the
at-
world, you
look-
really
no,
use it and don't really
wait,
pay
but
attention to the shit,
understand,
bro.
like, look at the stuff that we actually they said we needed. We haven't used that shit yet, but you know about it. Then the stuff you see, like, okay, the stuff we should be learning about. Like, you've been in school. Everybody been in, like, school, okay? You gotta put it like that. How many times you been in school sitting there, like, should we be learning about this? Like, you felt that before.
Yeah.
Like, should we be learning about this? Like, you understand that. Everybody
I
said
get-
that.
I
Not
get
even
in
just
a
black
lot
people,
with
white
school.
people. You sat there, you understand, because it's,
School?
like, it's in you
I
already.
get a lot with school. man.
Exactly. Like,
Listen,
should we learn about this? Like
I
come
think
on,
the
bro.
whole educational system is a scam.
But they teaching us about stuff that we don't
School is a-
understand. 'Cause
is a
they-
joke,
you gotta
bro.
look.
It's
You
all
get a new
educational
dog, bro.
scam.
You get a new dog, a newborn. Teach them these certain tricks that an old dog already know,
They want me to go
or you
with
trying to make them
animals.
act a certain way. Y'all boys ain't paying attention. Listen.
I'm listening.
Corey,
12:31.
listen, bro. Listen, you got a new dog, bro. A puppy. Say a pit bull. You got a German Shepherd over here, vicious as fuck. But he got a different. Like, you got a pee.
That's that. That's whatever's in this. Whatever margarita,
I need
liquor,
another one.
whatever's
Wait,
all in
make
this.
another one before when you come back. But yo, so I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I think school is so much of a joke because like you go to school for free throughout all your school years. Then you get to college, now you gotta pay for it. To further your education, why are we paying for something like that? Money, yeah, I guess. But I don't know. I think that's a scam though. Like you pay for college courses technically that you don't even really need half the time, bro. They just give you an extra curriculum or something for some extra money or
about that.
to put extra shit on your loan or something like that.
But I just think school, educational purposes, it should teach you how to live, how to survive. So again, we
Finances.
don't learn about finances. We learn how to count
Health.
1, 2,
Health.
3, 4,
Health, teach us
5,
about that.
6.
Dumb shit.
I
You
didn't,
know,
yo, I don't know how to
We
get
know
fucking
how to
married.
do equations.
I don't know how to get married, bro. What am I supposed to do?
Exactly.
Instead of asking the
don't-
motherfucker, I buy the ring, okay, marry me and stuff. What I do after that? Nothing. I don't know.
You gotta set it up. Shit.
But how do you set it up? They don't teach us that. But they don't
But-
teach us nothing how to
but that's
live.
what
They
I'm
teach
saying.
us.
They
They
teach
teach us
you
stuff back in the day
equations.
that people stole from us. People did all this stuff. They teaching us their history.
But they teaching you equations that you're not gonna use. You're not gonna. When the last time you used x plus b, whatever that mx plus b, whatever
Shit, not at gyms.
equals
I
y.
didn't do that
When the last time have you actually used this? How old are you, bro?
at all.
24. How old are you, Jay?
25.
25.
That's
I'm
old niggas
25.
right here. Yeah, old as hell.
21.
22, bro. Come on.
And I'm 23. So tell me, when is the last time you applied that equation to a real life situation?
Bro, I haven't
See,
used
but
it yet.
see, you say that, but technically you might not apply it to your everyday methods. But for those mathematicians and
Okay, but if
those
that's-
school
but
teachers,
that's what you go to school
those
for.
snipers, that's where that math and shit come into handy at, bro.
And
But
I
then
understand that, but
they groom
but,
you to go that
but
way.
that's what
just
you
to
go
do
through.
math, Just to do
You
this.
don't force that on everybody else. How about you teach everybody how to do their taxes?
Listen, man. All right, yo.
Instead of teaching me equations, teach me how to do my taxes,
Yeah.
so I don't get scammed by somebody.
I feel like
You know?
I felt this way about the last episode, saying Malik had to come back on, but we're gonna have to hit these topics again one more time.
No, we
One
can
more time.
definitely
'cause
come back to
the
that.
the ending, y'all got me. You got me with the ending. We're supposed to talk about that later on
Mm-hmm.
in a joint, but you got me. Now you gotta start it. You gotta hit like something deeper.
We can
But she
talk
going
about
back
that.
on live. You gotta spit some poetry before we leave too.
Right.
So get ready. Get your water in you. Yo, set it up. She's trying to stall. That's what it is.
How long we been on?
They
Some
just told me to
poetry.
go back live though.
They did?
Almost 2
They
hours.
was messing with it.
Well, we can go live for them and
Yeah,
continue
yeah.
talking. We don't have
Yeah,
to-
we-
Yeah, I know we still on there, but we going
Yeah,
live.
we-
She better go to poetry
They
though.
don't gotta keep. I'm about to call Jamie though.
Yeah, how long we been running? About like 2 hours.
Nah,
No,
they.
it's not about an
Hour
hour.
20. Damn, that was 10 minutes over. I would have go 109.
It's a studio.
Oh.
We can,
But
we-
they was messing with it though. They was messing
You
with
want
it.
to end that and just
Huh?
go live?
Nah. Where we at right now?
What's your name?
On 120.
120. People, they gonna listen to it though. She says she got some followers on there. We got the regulars, so we got poetry at the end. We could, come on, they don't want to hear that.
They gonna want to hit
You
a
got something written up already?
Look, they. Where do you shop? Why'd you stop?
Okay, we
Do I got
back,
something
man.
written
We
up?
back.
Yeah, where you about to go up the dome?
Oh goodness. Let me see my phone.
I be stealing, bro.
Y'all still recording? Y'all still recording?
I'm so annoyed, yo. We were really getting feedback, and I couldn't.
We couldn't even see this.
Yo, what? I
Damn.
couldn't even see. I don't even think I could go
I
back.
gotta create my Instagram today, bro.
I don't even think I
Make a
could
new
go
one,
back
bro.
and see the comments because when I tell y'all we was getting paragraphs,
Wow.
like people was
Wow.
really responding to it. I don't even know.
We gotta do this, man, for real. We gotta keep like the same crowd of people, but then add another person every week.
Come
or
back
another
every
female.
time though. Everybody, we all locked in and stuff. So
Yeah,
I
that's
just
what
let y'all
I'm
know what
saying.
the
I could
time.
be here every Sunday, shit. I don't work Sundays.
I don't
And
work Sundays either.
Yeah, you barely.
Yeah, you
saying-
have.
nah,
You
he
a
wasn't. He
co-host.
wasn't. That's
He's
it's
definitely
cool,
been
it's
soaking
cool.
it in though. You've been
It's
saying
cool, he
you've
good.
been soaking it in.
Yeah.
I'm always like that. I just,
Oh my goodness, y'all.
I think
wanna
I
look
think
at
he
a
been
poetry?
learning more than talking
what's,
this time.
What's this topic?
It's a
man?
good thing. Huh?
Let's get on the last topic.
The
This
last
is
topic, man, I can't even go further. I want to hear the poetry because at the end of every episode and stuff, I gotta either a rapper, a singer, or something like that. But I didn't even know she's a poet, so
I could have told you
I actually
that.
like poetry. So
I
so
could have
you gotta
told you
go
that.
with little baby.
Should I get Benny and them in here?
Oh, that was acting crazy.
My boy Jonesy,
Wow.
you know.
I mean, whenever you're ready to start, and then no pressure, just start when you want to.
Damn, I don't even think they tuned in for the poetry, but hi y'all. We'll go my most recent, which is called Lover Boy.
Oh man,
This damn.
I
Heard of that before.
I heard that
I'm
one
sure
too.
you did.
I think we all heard that one.
You want to get the mic, or
I heard that
you want to
before.
speak into that? You good?
This one was very deeply personal for me. And I guess it goes kind of on the topic of relationships and everything like that. So we'll start off like this. It goes, Lover Boy, I bid you farewell. I would have made our ending less bitter and more sweet had I known that'd be our last ship to sail. You know me well. I gave you hell. Oh, I'd like to think it was more peaceful. I look forward to seeing your next piece, though. It ain't even beef, though. Thought I should have motherfucking two-piece you. I'm see-through. That's transparent as hell. Like Alice for you, I fell in a well. So she fell in a hole. It wasn't even you, it's me, the bigger to go. See, I'm just beginning to know. This third eye shit has been fucking with me. I've been expected to grow. Without you, I know. I guess it was just our time. Hands to yourself, shit, I should have kept mine, but fuck it, 10 tears in a bucket, we like the blind leading the blind. Look back and you'll be looking up for everything you left behind. Knees in the dirt, I've mastered the art of sublime. That was just a J. Cole line. Like, maybe we were just meant to pass the time. Like, I was never yours and you were never mine. Like, love her, believe her, wild. That was never something to own. Now look at you up on your throne. High and mighty, but always alone. Like, them bitches keep it occupied, but they don't ever make it home. Like, a dog gonna be a dog, you gotta let a dog roam. Like, a dog gonna be a dog, he always ready for a bone. Like, normally I'd take your sight from mine, you should have never made it home. But my greatest revenge is the demons you gotta battle up in your dome.
Fucking bars.
They did the snap
What my boy be saying?
Listen.
Bars.
Listen, man. All right. We gonna get up out of here. Everybody, yo, drop your tags, your Instagram. I know Crayon got nothing, but don't say your Facebook name.
No.
Don't say your Facebook name. We ain't doing those.
Mine is private, so I'm not gonna add y'all no
Yeah, we
way.
ain't doing those.
Oh, mine's is public. Y'all can follow me, like my videos, share them. I make beats. I make all type of things.
Yeah. So you start off first then. You start off first with the Instagram name.
My Instagram name is @symbol. It might be backwards. I am Stitt. STITT.
Pass it on. Key. Jigga.
Jigga.
You know,
Yeah. Nah, my Instagram, follow me at it's JIGGA_GLO. Don't judge me. That's been my Instagram name since I was like 13 or 14. I never changed it.
Judge that nigga.
And you got the young poet over here, the GOAT right here.
You know, like I said, I go by Tatiana Annette. It's Tatiana TATIANA .ANNETTE. I'm on IG.
You need a beat?
Facts. You gotta get on the beat sometime.
Listen, like collab.
Then you got the coast. I ain't nothing special.
I'm trying to collab with these two too. Y'all
Go
can't
into
see
that.
them. They behind the camera though.
Go into the joint KAY_9. And then we gonna hit y'all every week. Podcast. We might hit y'all with two. Like, I don't know.
2 a week?
2 a week. Might have to go air. I got people in the inbox already
Get a
talking
little
about
Fine, we
podcast.
can do 2 a week, bro. Listen, I'm free Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I'm off those. You know what I'm saying?
I got people, they viewed into your joint saying I'm about to be on the podcast next week.
I'm telling you right
Listen,
now,
we,
y'all
yo,
better get
every
into
week
it.
though, we looking for new people though, for real.
I definitely
Every
better
week,
get
you know
into
what I'm
it.
saying?
This was such a vibe.
Not
I'm
too
so
many
happy.
though, because I'm gonna be here every podcast.
Definitely not too many people, but
Yeah, we
at least
we came packed
you know what
today
I'm saying.
though.
At least every week we gonna be looking for somebody new. You know what I'm saying?
But
Well, I'd like to really appreciate y'all for inviting me and having me and
No
letting
doubt.
me speak
No
my
doubt.
piece because I definitely be having a lot to say.
she needed
Appreciate
that.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. She was just venting a lot.
You'll be
Yeah,
back.
I definitely needed that. I definitely needed a little platform to speak my little piece. So
She'll be
I definitely
back.
appreciate it.
Definitely should be back. We'll
She'll
all
be
be
back.
back. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, we out of here. We gonna have an intro next week though.
Yeah, we definitely gonna have a
Peace.
We gonna go crazy.
Yeah, as soon as the camera roll, I'm gonna jump in like,
Yeah, we gotta
what's
go
up?
crazy intro,
I'm
bro.
back.
I'm still.
I am Stitt.